Breaking news alert.
We continue to follow breaking news, and we want to warn you this story is graphic. The bodies of two young girls found buried in suitcases near Ginn Academy. Thanks for joining us for 19 News at 3. I'm Nicole Versansky. Brittany Weir joining us live outside Cleveland Police Headquarters. Brittany, the chief just gave an update, so what did she say?
Yes, the Cleveland Police Chief Dorothy Todd just held a press conference that wrapped up about 45 minutes ago. She told us that this is a priority investigation. Cleveland police found two young black girls dead inside of suitcases on Cleveland's east side. Both of them are believed to be younger than 14 years old, with one of them as young as 8. Cleveland police were called to a field near East 162nd in Midland Avenue just after 6 Monday evening, after a man walking his dog made the grim discovery. Officers say the dog picked up a scent in the area and the man immediately called 911. When homicide detectives arrived, they found not one, but two suitcases, each containing the body of a young girl. Both were partially buried in shallow graves. Authorities believe one victim was between 8.5 and 13 years old, the other between 10.5 and 14. The Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner has taken custody of the bodies to determine the cause of death. Police Chief Dorothy Todd said there were no obvious signs of how they died. However, they believe the bodies have been there for some time.
Locally, we have no reports of any missing children that match these identifications. We are checking statewide as well. We also have the assistance from our federal, state, and local partners. This is a priority. This is a traumatic event for our officers, for the community, and this is just such a tragic incident. But we are trying to develop any leads we can.
And police want to remind everyone that this is still the early stages of this investigation. They also say there is still no threat to the public. They're being adamant about that, even though police admitted that they have no suspects, no leads, and they don't know if these two girls were related. Live in Cleveland, Brittany Weir, 19 News.
All right, Brittany, thank you. As Brittany continues to look for answers in this case and the investigation, our Harry Boomer continues our team coverage. He spoke with a person who discovered one of the bodies. That part of the story coming up on 19 News, first at 4.